Well, hello survivors, and welcome to episode 16 of season 2 of The Hunter. My name is James, and we are going to dive right in here. So this is the forge that's underway. I think I've mostly finalized my design and creative. I might need some edits on the land underneath. We'll see about that. But I think I pretty much have the general structure. Yeah, this is the one we're going to aim for, the more circular one, instead of the squared one with the top. So we're nearly there. I need some more bauxite, and just for safety, I should probably grab some more birch to debark. I have a feeling I'm going to need more of that. And I think I'm going to need more birch in general to make the little roofing things that I like. It gives it a nice look, though. It's, oh, God. All right, what a way to start the episode. So anyway, people, I'm sure I have some chores to take care of. I should probably look into that, like the bees and stuff. And then I'm going to have to collect some bauxite for sure. I'm going to have to collect some birch. And then this is pretty much the goal for the episode. I mean, we're definitely not going to have enough materials for the windmills, I don't think. But I would like to get the structure finished, the roof on, and then at least start the windmill with the big rotor if possible. That would be great. I'm not sure if we'll get all that done. Hopefully we can at least finish the forge structure. That would be something. So that's sort of what we're shooting for. Gosh dang it. That's what we're aiming for. Let's just get on with playing, I guess. Before I kill myself. I'm probably going to kill myself anyway. Alright, survivors, I think it's about time we figure out the winter clothing situation. So I did a warm climate, so it should not get quite as cold, but regardless, it's going to get cold. And we're going to want freshly repaired clothes. So I think this time, since I have plenty of flax, I'll make the fur coat. And then I'll probably just try to repair the rest of my hunter outfit, honestly. Rather than trying to make all this stuff. I don't have a whole bunch of pelts because I was sort of way behind on hunting. I wanted to get all the other stuff done first, really. So I don't know that. And yeah, I've got plenty of flax. So I think we'll make a fur coat. And then we'll repair the rest of the hunter outfit as long as that looks okay. And that should be our winter styling and profiling, really. It should be pretty simple. The main thing, yeah, look at that. The main thing is just to have all your clothes repaired. You don't really need special winter clothes. At least not in a temperate climate or better, but yeah, that hunter coat is trashed. All right, so I think now I will go start making, what are they called? Like linen squares or cotton squares or whatever from the flax. It's like 16 flax, I think. And then I should be able to repair the rest of the clothing directly with those. Alrighty, I think we have everything repaired now. Looks good. So at this point, I think I gotta water plants, and then we need to get some bauxite. Well, I have some extra inventory slots, and I keep hearing animals, folks. Let's go. Oh, crap. Yo, how did you... Alright, I don't even want to know. That dude sucked, bro. I don't know how he straight up missed me. He must have got caught on the block in front of me. But yeah, I've got my bauxite friends, and I just so happened to hear a bunch of these freaking ewes around me, whatever they're called. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do some hunting, and then hopefully I'll have some more meals and some more leather for back home. And that should about wrap up this materials expedition. I really should be good to get back building pretty soon here. Okay, folks, here's the new plan. So I was looking at the Millwright mod, and it seems to have some extra side effects. It doesn't, I don't know what to say. It does quite a few things, and some of those things seem to actually be broken in 1.20 at the moment. So I would love to do the Millwright mod, because then even with the broken block and my windmill coming through, I could have my forge count as a room. I built it within room specs just in case I wanted to add Millwright. But looking at the mod, it seems that it does some other things, and some of those other things are broken, particularly like new windmill sails and stuff. I don't know. Either way, I don't want the potential trouble of the mod screwing my game up. I still have PTSD from modding Bethesda games. So instead, we're gonna make four iron lanterns, which is sort of a waste of time and iron, but it's not, because then I'm gonna put them all in the forge and we're gonna light that baby up. So hopefully no ickies spawn in there, but yeah, no guarantees. However, this seems like a good initial start. We'll get four lanterns in the forge, and hopefully that helps stop creatures from spawning during normal times. We're screwed during storms, but I don't want anything spawning in there on a regular day, so here I am making plates, and then we'll make lanterns, and then we'll light the new forge up. Finally! Oh my god, that was such an event, people. Okay, I have 4 iron plates, so I should be good for 4 iron lanterns. I suppose I should probably cool these plates. I don't really need to, but yeah, if I cool them, I can handle them without the tongs, and I just want to start getting a move on here and start getting closer towards a working forge with hopefully some windmills. So cool these bad boys off. And I can raw dog them with my hands. Bada bing, bada boom. So there we have it, people. 4 fresh iron plates. We're ready for lanterns. All right, things are looking up. That took a little bit of time. It always does, but that's exactly why we need that frickin' forge. Can't even really tell what time it is, man. This is like the Scottish lowlands, or almost like Silent Hill out here. It's creepy, dude. Beautiful, but creepy. All right, so I suppose we'll probably make the lanterns next. I gotta remember where I put the candles. But I got a bunch of free candles from that statue, so I don't even have to make candles. Like, I got 30-something free candles right off the bat from a statue ruin. That is so sick. No, 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 no. But where did I put them? I'm not sure. Here we go. All right, here's the moment, people. We're gonna get 4 freaking lanterns. Is that not the order? That's not the order. Okay, there we go. Iron lantern. Oh, bada bing, bada boom. I've got iron lanterns. How about you? That is excellent. So I guess I might as well just go throw them in there at this point. I don't really need to have them set up proper. I really don't even need them in here at all yet, since we don't have a roof on this joint. But we'll, I hate that I went even, because it's hard to go even or symmetrical with even stuff. Dang it. All right, I have absolutely no idea exactly how I'm going to do it. I think maybe... Actually, will that work? No. I was gonna say I could put it in like the middle of the triangle, but that's already filled out by the beam. I'll have to figure it out. For now, that's where they're gonna stay, so whatever. But look at, we got 4 iron lanterns in the forge ready to go. That's some real lighting. I will still look into the Millwright mod, I think, and maybe even test it, because it would be so nice to just have the forge count as an actual room, since I built it within spec. I built it to the maximum spec of a room. But, like, depending where I put the cutoff of the roof, I should have plenty, you know, like, it's a room, dang it. It's just that since you have to cut out a block to let the rotor come through, it doesn't count as a room in vanilla, which is sort of dumb, and I really wish Tyron would change that, but it is what it is. All right, well, now that I have lamps and the light source is configured, I feel safe to put a roof on that thing, sort of. So we're gonna keep on going with construction. I need some birch boards to make the cool little roof pieces that I like, that I'm gonna put on the corners. But I got bauxite cobble, I got more birch in the background. I think I did grab a little bit more slate or whatever the hell it is we're using, but I still have plenty, so we might be good. I think we're good to finish the actual structure. I'm not sure about the windmill portion of it. That probably won't even be for this episode, so we'll have to see about that, but I think I'm gonna be good to finish the actual structure, so let's see. Okay, folks, that is a small detail, but it's one of the most important details of this building, I would argue, because those little roofing pieces, they really tie the look together. But you can't even tell, I guess, because look how freaking foggy it is. But it does look really good. I was just showing you earlier in creative. So actually, I think I'm going to have to get back into creative to just take one more look at the model. Gotta see how many high I have to go here and whatnot, just to confirm. And then we should be good to finish the structure. Sweet. This wraparound roofing was a last minute addition. I was playing around with the model in creative, but I really like it. I think that really helps tie this together compared to just doing like the one little corner boop I had in there. So, oh yeah, there it is. So the structure is basically done. At this point, we are pretty much just awaiting windmills, to be honest. But that's going to be sort of a whole big thing. So I'm not sure if we're going to cover that in this episode or not. But I would like to at least craft the big rotor thing for on top, because that takes a lot of your initial resources. And then it also just lets me get it set down. Maybe I could make the axles or whatever it is that comes down too. Feel like we can definitely start the basics of a windmill. I'm just not 100% sure I'm going to have the materials to finish it at this point in time. I really have to consider the Millwright mod too. I really have to test it at least, because we can make this count as a room, which would be so great. So All right, we're nearly there for this episode, but there's a little bit more to do. Like I said, probably gonna at least make that first rotor, see where that leaves me material wise, but we got it, friends. We have the better part of a forge and a windmill built now, so just gotta do the finishing details, which are also the most important details. Go figure. Alrighty, friends, I think that's about as far as we are going to take it this time. So I do believe, looking ahead, I'm probably going to need some more materials, either resin and or fat. I could be wrong, but this is where we're going to wrap up the windmill for now. So I got the large rotor on there, and while it's not perfectly symmetrical, I am digging it. I just didn't want to waste space. I didn't even want to go down to 13 because that extra block can come in handy. The forge tends to take up a lot of floor space, so I might have to live with the offset, but that just is what it is. All right, before we get out of here, I believe I have a few level ups to take. Yeah, so to start with, we have survival. This is actually sort of a tough one. I sort of want to finish off diver just to finish it off, but it feels like a waste because I'm not really using it much. Whoa, this is like Fallout. Strong back adds 3 inventory slots to your character. That might be the way to go. The healing one is also really good. Wow, increases your step height by 100%. That's crazy. Sprinter, that'll be good actually. That will combine with that other one we took. Scout. All right, there's a lot of good skills here, but I think honestly take strong back, the level 5 requirement. All right, we're gonna take that. How does this work now? Oh, okay, so that was me cycling between the extra inventory. Oh, that is weird. That is dope though. All right, metalworking. Well, yeah, I think we should take the next level of metal recovery while we're still doing our hand smithing. It'll get us the most bang for our buck, because we don't have a windmill yet. One metal bit for every 4 splits, and it would be 1 metal bit for every 3 splits. All right, we're just gonna do that. Wonder if that works on the windmill too. I'll have to see about that. I am not sure, but I am sure, friends, that this is where we're wrapping this one up. So thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me your time. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, sunflowers are ready. Probably a lot of stuff's ready. Oh, geez.